With regards to questions about how the divorce process works, the divorce process works by one party initiating the action by filing a summons and petition for dissolution, legal separation, nullity, or paternity, or a lesser known petition, which is a petition for custody and support. These are the ways to be able to establish a family law case in the state of California. Each individualized type of case has their own pathway to judgment. So today I'm going to be discussing the pathway to judgment in a divorce. After filing, you must serve the opposing party, and that service must be done by an individual over the age of 18 and not yourself, or a party to the action. After the respondent has been served, they have 30 days to respond. If they do not respond, then you can file what is called a request to enter default, also known as Form FL 165, and that precludes the respondent from being able to answer further and will allow for you to enter into a default judgment. But before you can enter a judgment by default, stipulation, or judgment after trial, the petitioner must file what is called their preliminary declarations of disclosure. This is the act of filing their assets, debts, income and expenses, and serving the other side with all attachments and accompanying documents to be able to make sure that they have fully disclosed all of the assets and debts that they want to be divided at the time of judgment, and all of the income and expenses that will be considered for support purposes at the time of judgment. After serving these preliminary declarations of disclosure upon the other side, you must file proof of your declarations of disclosure with the court, also known as Form FL 141. Upon filing this form, you can then move on to the judgment. If both parties have filed their preliminary declarations of disclosure, then they can enter into a stipulated judgment. If it's continuing by default, then the petitioner can file a default judgment. And if there is no agreement, then a trial will be set so that a judgment after trial can be finalized. But I do want to mention that until you have a judgment of dissolution, you are still legally married despite having filed for divorce. This is extremely important because most people don't finalize their divorces, especially after the respondent does not respond within the 30 days allotted.